Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm actually going to do a wear test with a primer. Now, y'all know I don't usually go on and on about primers or really, change up. However, I was on the, well, I guess it's Ipsy now. They're, for whatever reason, I don't subscribe to them. I don't get their box anymore. But for some reason, I'm still able to shop. So, no complaints there. I picked up the LYS Beauty, the Secure the Skin Gripping Serum Primer. Now, I think I do have a discount code with LYS, although it's always at the bottom of my description. But you know what? I probably do need to do something because a friend of mine went to use it and it wouldn't take it. So I guess I probably need to do something. At any rate, this I got for, next to nothing. But I do have the LYS bronzer and I do enjoy it. The one thing that I do not like about this bronzer is the component. And just because it's hard to store in a drawer unless it's a higher drawer. And I don't have high drawers. I mean, my drawers are shallow. Anyway, so I bought the primer and it's a gripping primer. And I don't like textures of like that. But we're going to see what I think about this one. So, I'm going to be trying, oh look, this in a triangle today. How about that? I'm going to be trying the primer and I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Hydrating Smoothing Natural Finish Foundation. I know how this wears. I really enjoy how this wears, which is why I'm going to use it with this. Now, I also have a concealer that I guess I'm going to be trying, and it came from the same order. I didn't order but 3 things, but this is the One Size Concealer. What do they call this? Turn Up the Base. And, I mean, I've just heard really, really, really good things about this concealer. When I got it yesterday in the mail, my mail didn't run till like 7 o'clock for whatever reason. Anyway, and as I was opening, I was in my room and, so I stuck a little bit under my eyes and on top of my eyes. And I just took a powder and, I powdered it down just to see the color. That's really what I was doing. I didn't want to hop on a video and it be not usable color. Anyway, long story short, I fell asleep. So I woke up this morning to what's the word? Undisturbed concealer. It packs a punch, I can tell you that. But I'm going to put this on today. So, I'm going to do a wear test, guys. I'm going to put this stuff on, go about my day. I will be, it does come safety sealed. I will be going out today. I'm leaving the house probably for the first time in quite a while. Whoa, it is not what I expected. It is very runny. Okay, well, we'll see. But yes, I'm going to be wearing this. This does not, first impression, feel sticky or grippy at all. Well, you guys saw how liquidy it was. It feels very hydrating. Very hydrating. Let's read the claims on it while I give it a little time to soak in. Okay, it says, let me find somewhere where I can read it better. let's see. Instantly perfect your canvas with this lightweight serum primer that helps balance the look of skin and control the appearance of excess shine throughout the day. Infused with niacinamide, oh good, ginger root, lemon, and grapefruit extracts. This primer works to minimize the look of enlarged pores and brighten the appearance of hyperpigmentation and uneven skin tone, which all of those I have, with the exception of excess oil. I do have that on my eyelids, but not on my face. I'm extremely dry, dry as the Sahara Desert. Now, it says usage. Evenly apply a thin layer to skin following moisturizer. Wear alone or with makeup. Now, and it is 1 ounce, I do believe, in here. Yeah, 1 ounce. And it, like I said, it comes in the triangle tube, but it felt all of those things, even still on my hand. You know, if you've been a fan of the channel, you know that I don't like sticky things on my hands. I wash my hands all the time. This did not feel sticky going on, and it feels ever so slightly tacky. I don't know if you can hear it. But I'm going to hop off, apply my foundation, and go ahead. I'm going to apply my foundation, and then I'll come back for the concealer. We'll powder that down, and then I will chuck some makeup on my face, and I will be back. Hey, me again. So, I got the foundation on. I am starting to feel a little bit of tightening on my face. All I have on is the CoverGirl foundation, no powder. I blended it in with the Makeup Geek buffer brush that I talked about in one of my other videos that I absolutely love. These are a steal, y'all. I'm serious. Cheaper than e.l.f. Yes, go pick them up. So, what I am going to do is kind of just take a wet sponge and see if I can get everything soaked in good. And I'm going to go in with this concealer. And this is what, if you don't have this, or this is what the doe foot looks like on it. And it really reminds me of the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot. That's what this concealer really feels like. So, it's not drugstore, but potential replacement of my Marc Jacobs. But I don't think I'm going to need any concealer anytime soon. I have plenty of them. And I did go ahead and prime my eyes. I've been looking for my Sigma primer, or eye primer bases, which is in a stick form like that. And these are so incredibly good. They really are. Okay, this is a very, very light shade. And I'm wondering if I need to... Ooh, I grabbed out my Laura Mercier, but I'm wondering if I need to try a powder that has a little bit of color to it. I think I'm going to do that. Looking at myself in the monitor, it does look very bright. So I think I'm just going to do a very, very, very light layer of the Revlon Nearly Naked Pressed Powder, which is a winner every time. And I'm just going to use this big Sigma highlighted taper, or spotlight duster, excuse me. So I'm just going to, I do have to kind of dig in here because it is a pressed powder, but I'm just going to get some on the brush and lightly tap it. Okay, I can see that it set it, but it also took it down a notch, if you know what I mean. And it looks that way on camera too. So, now, for the rest of my face, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier, and I'm just going to, because I'm wearing a black top, daringly. Alright, face feels set. This is actually a bronzer. It's what it says. Is that what it says? Gosh, my eyes are so bad. Airbrush Essential Bronzer is what this is labeled as, but I don't use it as a bronzer brush. I use it as a powder. Just really, because it's dense, I just tap it in. Okay. And whatever's left in the cap or spilled beside me, what I usually do is take the powder brush that I'm using and scoop it up on that. So if I'm in a pinch or the next time I'm putting my makeup on, you know, already got some powder. Alright. Now, I am going to, this is the part where that I am going to go off camera and do the eyes, a little bit of blush, a little bit of bronzer, maybe some mascara. We'll see how it goes. The palette that I'm going to be using is the Sigma Untamed, and that's what she looks like right there. A lot of pretty fall colors. I think I'm wearing a black shirt, so I think any color will be cute. So we'll see. I will see you back in a few. Okay guys, I'm back and I've got everything on. It took me a little longer than I had anticipated because North Carolina has 2 seasons. Hot and warm. And we had a week of some really good and cold weather. And when I say cold, I mean in the 50s, very low 60s, like 60. And they were wonderful. And so, for whatever reason, I thought today was one of those 50, low 60 days. Therefore, I had planned out a sweatshirt, yada, 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 and jeans. Well, I'm changing clothes 10 times after because it is currently 70 degrees. Then on my face, this foundation has been on my face for probably about 2 hours now, judging by what I've been listening to on my iPad, yada yada. So far it feels fine. You know, I wasn't doing a wear test on the shadows or the eyeshadow primer, but let me show you this eye. So this eye has been watering like crazy right through here. Okay. Shadow's still there. I've not touched up this shadow. And that's what it looks like on the other side. It's not watering. I mean, as soon as I put my mascara on, it smudged a little bit. So I just took a Q-tip and the smudge was down here, so I wiped down here. My eye is still damp feeling from watering, and my eyeshadow has not moved. So, and honestly, after I did my eyeshadow, I was like, oh, it's really what I wanted. I didn't want a dark eye, but this is where we landed. So, I will tell you, I did use the Sigma Enchanted or Untamed, and I used this shade, and then I used this shade, this green, and I used, yeah, that, look at my eyes, that shade on the outer, and this shade on the inner. And that's all I used from this palette. And I was just really feeling like it was a pretty look, but I didn't think it was as cohesive as what I wanted. So I had pulled out this Sephora liquid shadow, but then I remembered, I said, you know what, I have It Cosmetics, what are these called? Superhero No Tug Shadow Sticks. And this is much lighter than what I had really thought it would be. So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to put some insurance. So, you know, I covered up that base shimmer in the Sigma palette with the this, and it didn't change the color. It was the same color. It's not like it drastically changed. I just felt like I had a little bit more insurance on the inner part of my eye. And, I'm doing my everything else, and then I'm like, I gotta do inner corner. So what I do with it, I am not a fan of the e.l.f. shadow sticks, or what are they called? No Budge shadow stick. Yeah, the only one I like is the I know the name, but I'm drawing a blank. The only one I like is Magnetic Pull, which is this one. It's a very cool tone, but it's creamy. It goes on good. It's a perfect base. I like that. But I picked up this one, which is in the shade Perfect Pearl, which is, oh, there it is. That's the Perfect Pearl. And so I said, well, I'll just use this on the inner corner. So I popped, a little bit there. It really didn't do a lot. But then I said, well, I'm sitting here, and, I'm just taking my sweet time, and I take it, and I just kind of go over the middle where those shadows met, because I was just like, what's it gonna hurt? I really don't like my eyes. I didn't want to go this dark, but again, those are my problems, not problems of the makeup. But I just really feel like this finally now has a purpose, because I really feel like it shows up when placed over a darker shade. So, I was able to repurpose it. So I like that. Now, what is on? I used the LYS bronzer, and I used my Sigma, this is the Glisten and GLow highlighter and blush little palette. I had this out on my desk. I used it in another video, and I really like it. And I used the highlighter in there as well. Setting spray, I used the Urban Decay all-nighter. Yeah, I had to think about what the name of it was. And after I set my face, after I sprayed and set my face, I felt like, okay, this primer, it's doing it's doing what it's supposed to do. You know, I don't feel like my makeup is slipping off. And it's hot. I mean, it's hot under these lights. It's hot outside. Anyway, it's just hot. And so, you know, even as I'm sweating, it's not breaking down or anything. It really is securing it. Now, this is a good foundation. So, I'm pleasantly impressed by this, and I am going to try this with a foundation that may break up sooner than my drugstores. So just to kind of see, because this is already, I mean, this is already a good foundation, but I still felt like my pores were not getting that level of smoothness, blurredness. That's what I'm trying to say. Get it out. Yeah, that's it. So after I sprayed everything and everything had dried, I just went in with this. This is an Hourglass diffused light ambient lighting powder. I'm trying to use this up because, in all honesty, this is nice and this is good, but you can get the same thing with so many other products, specifically the Essence Pure Nude. The same effect. You know what? I'm procrastinating now, so I'm just going to use this really flimsy brush, and I'm going to go in. And, I mean, it gives you a glow from within. It doesn't, I mean, you can, yeah, pile it on and get that stripe, but this just has that lit from within. Favorite highlighter. And that's why when I was looking, I was like, oh, where's it at? And then I was like, I might have put it in my powder drawer, but I didn't. I had it in my highlighter drawer. But so I used that, and you know, everything seemed fine. I just did a little bit with my brows with the Woma by Sharon C. This is a dual. It's got a pencil, very thin pencil tip, and then it's got a brow gel on this end of it. Very small, very tiny. Really like it. Drugstore, well worth the money. For lips, I went in with my Wet n Wild Rebel Rose. That is a surefire color that I gravitate towards each and every time. And I thought that it pulled a little bit of the purple out, you know. So, normally I really don't care. I'm going to wear what lipstick I want and what I like. But because I had to have such a shift in what I was going to wear, I was like, oh. So, you know, white and black. And, you know, the eyes don't seem so intimidating to me now. So, that is it. And I am going to do a check-in. Maybe out vlog style, maybe. If not, I will definitely close the video out once I get back and ready to take my makeup off. So, it's 12:55 now, and I put it on about 12 to 1. Yeah, about 11 o'clock. So, we're 2 hours in. We shall see. So, this is natural lighting. Okay, guys, it is 3:30, and this is what the foundation is looking like. It doesn't seem to be breaking up from what I can see everywhere. The eyes, that's normal. And I can promise you it was very hot. Let's see if I can flip this around. Can you flip it around? Well, we'll do this. Hopefully you can see where that says it's 73 degrees. Hot. Okay, guys, we've reached the end of the day. It is now 6:41 p.m. I've had this makeup on since about, what did I say, around 10. Out in the elements at about 12:01. So it's been on my face all day long. It was hot today. Very, very hot. I did a lot of trying on, dressing room, sweating. I will try to put some clips in of that so you can kind of see the time and what it looks like. But this primer with this foundation, man, winning combination. I'll get up close and personal with you guys so you can see. None of it, usually right in here is when foundations just kind of go away on me. Under my eyes, the concealer is awesome. The eyes. You can see that it started to break apart a little bit, which that is normal. That is par for the course with me. But that, I was trying to, I must have put it already put it up. That Sigma eye primer, y'all, I'm telling you, it's some good stuff. This one. Because I'm looking and I can see when I put it on, you know, I put it on up to here and I can see it there, and that Sigma eyeshadow there as well. It all stayed up there, even the inner corner. You can see that, and I've got my lights turned down. Even the tip of my nose, it's still there. Usually, that's another one that's you know, typically gone. Anywhere, you know, because I wear glasses in through here, but I am not seeing. Yeah, it's come off around my nose, but I didn't do any you know, tricks to keep the glasses from taking off the foundation. So I am going to end this video now. I told my husband when I got home, I said, I don't think I have been out of the house this long for a long period of time. In years, I've been gone all day long. But got my errands ran, got just Christmas presents, that type of thing, and enjoyed myself. So I am going to leave the video now and get this makeup off my face. But, you know, so the primer, A+, 10 out of 10. Foundation, concealer, both love. Even the bronzer and the blush and the highlight, I can still see. I mean, this I hear so many people talk about how their blushes, that's the first thing that fades away. Not for me. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, it is still going strong. Use that. The Sigma eyeshadow, you see how it performs. What else today? Oh, this was what I wanted to highlight. The Ofra. And I've worn this before, and I knew that it wears all day, a long day, but I don't think I've ever really talked about it on my channel or really put it to a wear test, so to speak, where you'd see the beginning and the end. But my it's not smudged or flaked. It's still there. My lashes are still, you know, curled up a little bit. So I really do like this. All right, so that's it. Bye, guys.